Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today I am talking about why sitting too long bothers your upper back. So, lately, we've all been sitting around a lot more. People are working from home, we're using our computers more, we're sitting on our phones, using social media, and we sit a lot. Maybe we're sitting and watching TV, whatever it is. A lot of people, let's talk about somebody who sits at a desk for work and they're doing a lot of computer work. Why why does their upper back, maybe even their neck, bug them so much? So part of the reason is when we first sit down, we tend to sit in pretty good posture. And then this lasts about 20 minutes or so. And then we start going back into our natural fetal position, which tends to be a comfortable position for us. It goes way back to we're reflexively curling back up into the position we started in. Okay, and so we sit down, good posture. Then our muscles start getting lazy a little bit. They start getting tired, especially if they don't have great endurance for sitting that long in good posture. And so we start curling up a bit. And so this change is natural, but left unnoticed, left untouched, it can lead to back and neck pain. So what can we do about it? What can we do about it? There are a few things to get rid of some of the neck and back pain from sitting too long. The first one I'm going to talk about is the 20-20 rule. It's really the 20-20-20 rule, but for the point of this video, I'm going to talk about it as the 20-20 rule. Then I'm going to talk about doing some neck exercises, then some back exercises, some regular stretches, and some regular strength exercises to do. So I'm going to break things up based on back and neck pain. So things that you can do at your desk while you're sitting there to prevent pain from coming on or to handle the pain that's already set in. The first one is that 20-20-20 rule. I told you I'm going to talk about it as the 20-20 rule. So the 20-20-20 rule is every 20 minutes, stand for 20 seconds, look at something 20 feet away. So since we're not talking about tension headaches, eye fatigue, and things like that, I'm not really going to talk about the looking at something 20 feet away. That's to give your eyes some rest. So if you're noticing you're getting foggy or your eyes are tensing and you're getting tension headaches at the end of the day after working on the computer, look at something 20 feet away. But since we're talking about mainly neck and back pain, I want to talk about 20-20. Every 20 minutes, stand for 20 seconds. The reason this works is because when we sit down, we typically sit down in good posture, and this lasts for about 20 minutes before we start curling up into that fetal position, that curled up position. So if we interrupt that pattern, stand for 20 seconds. All it takes is a 20-second interruption, and then you sit back down, and you sit back down in good posture again for about 20 minutes. So every 20 minutes, stand for 20 seconds. So you can't just stand on the hour for a whole minute. That's not the point. It's every 20 minutes. You need to interrupt that cycle. You can still be doing whatever it is that you were doing. Just stand up and do it. So, stand up and stretch. Stand up, go get some water. Stand up and still write that email. Every 20 minutes, get up and stand for 20 seconds. Okay, so that's the first thing you can do. The next thing you can do are some exercises for neck pain sitting right there. The first one is the chin tuck. I love this one. So imagine that you have a necklace. For me, I'm going to actually point to my freckle that I have right here. This is a great point for me to focus on. So we got my freckle right here. I'm going to try and look at this freckle, and that's my chin tuck. So I can't actually look at it, and I'm going to see if I can turn to the side here. Yep. Okay. So that's my chin tuck. I'm elongating the back side of my neck, giving myself a bunch of double chins. So notice my eye focus is still forward. I'm not actually looking down. That's not a chin tuck. That's not going to help your pain. It could actually aggravate it worse. You're retracting squishing your throat. Give yourself a couple of chins there, and that's a chin tuck. And you do that, 5 times on the hour. Just kind of bring yourself back. And then you can do a shoulder blade squeeze for your upper back pain. So I'm going to have to sit sideways, a little turned away here, guys. So imagine you have a pencil between your shoulder blades. Squeeze that pencil. So normally your head would be facing forward. I'm facing back so that when I talk, the microphone catches it. So one thing you want to be careful of when you do that shoulder blade squeeze, you go backward. It's not up. Don't go up. If your ears and your shoulders are coming close to each other, you did it wrong. You need that good space. So backward. It's not a roll. Straight back. Okay? Some stretches you can do for neck and back pain from sitting at the desk all day. So you can do this while you're sitting at the desk. Some of them you have to stand up for. So I can, and if you want to know more about how to do the standing or the ones that you can't do sitting down right here, send me a message and I can get some links for you. But I'm just going to show you the ones that you can sit at the desk right now. So your upper trap stretch. Just bend your head to the side. Your upper trap is this big muscle in through here. Stops at the base of your skull. It actually goes all the way down to the back of your shoulder out here. It's this big muscle here. So going sideways for 15 to 30 seconds. You want a total of 60 seconds, so do 2 to 4 reps. Okay, so that's the upper trap stretch. The next one is a pec stretch. You need to stretch out the front of your shoulders. The reason for that is if we're curled here and those pecs are tight, we're going to keep in that crunched up position. We want a nice open chest. So do a pec stretch against the wall. And I would have to show you a different video because my camera is not going to reach to the wall for that one. Then hip flexor stretching. Doing some kneeling hip flexor stretching or the Thomas stretch when you first wake up in the morning, at the end of the day, throughout the day, at work if you can. That's a good one to do. Then just laying on your belly. So when you get home after a long day, go and lay on your belly for 5 to 10 minutes. That will help stretch out the front of your hips. It will help reduce the tension that's formed in your back from sitting so long. So whenever we think about stretching something else, we need to do the opposite of whatever's aggravating it. So if we're curled up and that's aggravating our pain, we need to do the opposite. We need to stand up straight, open up our chest, straighten out our back from that curled up position. So laying on your belly for 5 to 10 minutes at the end of the day. And foam rolling. I love the foam roller, especially foam rolling your thoracic spine. So that's your rib cage region. And you roll up and down the foam roller on your thoracic spine. And that is an excellent one to do to keep the tension down and keep the tension low. So those are some excellent exercises you can do for stretches and mobility exercises to keep things feeling good. And then you also need to do some strengthening exercises. So you practice like you play. If you need to sit for a long period of time, you need to do some exercises in the sitting position to strengthen your core in sitting position. So some exercises you could do are the rowing exercise with an elastic band or a cable machine. Sit on a stability ball in good tall posture while you're doing that. That will strengthen your core for sitting. It will strengthen your upper back for sitting. You can do it standing. That's only half as good because now you're strengthening your muscles to be in a standing position. Let's strengthen your muscles to be able to sit in good posture for longer. Practice like you play. Set it up as if you're sitting on your desk chair. And then doing some deadlifts. So strengthening the core, strengthening the glutes, and strengthening the hamstrings. When you have to sit all day, your glutes, hamstrings, and core aren't really getting much of a workout. And so they can tighten up. They have reduced circulation. So you want to regularly strengthen those so that you can have good posture and good strength to be able to stay in the sitting position at your desk without curling up too much. And then finally, bridging. So that's another one to do to strengthen your core and strengthen your glutes, get circulation going, and help everything overall feel better. Okay, so that is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys again soon.